the Wu Tang documentary dropped last week. Not out of nowhere, because Showtime has been broadcasting that for some time that Wu Tang was going to drop a new CD that dropped last night. But the documentary, and our own Bowman had a chance to watch that. So can we get your thoughts on that?
Well, thank you, Warren. That was a nice introduction for me.
Oh, thank you.
First off, I want to say any of you guys are big Wu heads. I'm definitely a big Wu head. I was, kind of caught on to him around like I say 97, like around Wu Tang Forever. But I wasn't like day one. I'm from Cali, like that. I represented Death Row, all that shit back then. East Coast, West Coast wars. But anyways, I caught on to Wu Tang later. But about this documentary, the documentary of Mics and Men. It's on Showtime. If you guys haven't seen it, you guys need to check it out. If you're just a fan of documentaries, definitely watch it. If you guys are a Wu Tang fan, watch it. Like that. So either way, watch it. Because what it is it's like a story that you probably heard before, in band forms, but you never heard about it from the Wu Tang. Because like these guys, they both came from the streets of Shaolin, Staten Island, where they come from. Except for ODB from Brooklyn. But it goes from the early days of when they first formed until they dropped their first hit, which a lot of them were living in the same apartment complexes with each other, just like grinding, getting that first album off the street. And then it goes into their success, goes into their solo album success, into their fighting rivalries, fighting inside the family. A few of them had to cut each other off, but at the end of the day, they end up these brothers, they still love each other, and it shows in the documentary. It has all 8. Rest in peace, ODB. He wasn't there, but all 8 of the brothers, they're all still there. They still vibe with each other. They just butt heads like brothers do, But it's a good documentary. Each episode is an hour long, 4 episodes each, and it breaks down from the beginning to where they are now. And like I said, I can't say much more about that one. But also, I want to dig into some of the hot tracks that happened this month. Really just like music in general. When I talk about music, I mean hip hop music. So one of the biggest hits that I really like, the hit for me right now is that YG Loko. That shit goes hard. I don't care what you say. That's probably one of the hardest songs that from him in a while. Like I know he had Piggy Bank last year, but this one brings it back to like that West Coast. Has like that nice little Spanish influence in there, along with like the beat. I can't go anywhere out here without hearing that shit in somebody's car. Like, you guys heard
Loko, I heard it.
Like my bitch go loco. It's like, yeah, man, like shit.
Everywhere you turn around, it's in somebody's car.
And definitely, it's a big look out. It's a good look because, YG, he's one of those dudes. He's always putting together, like whether Bloods and Crips back with Nipsey. With him and Nipsey, they made a lot of records together. Yeah. Like he bridged that gap with blue and red. He's bridging the gap with the brown and the black. Because it's very serious out here. It's not, like it's a thing where it's like Mexicans and blacks really don't vibe with each other in the SoCal area in California. So it's one of those things like seeing this video and seeing like YG make these, and this ain't the first time he did it. He made plenty of songs like this before, but this is just a good look and it's actually a hit. Like this is something that that you can see like being played on the radio, and it's like, all right, man, Tiger, man, like Tiger. Tiger's still making his
Tiger's still making hits.
I'm glad. I'm happy for Tiger's resurrection. Yeah. And then the last bit of music that I have is we were blessed to receive, who was it? Hip hop's very own Nick Fury has stepped into the game again. You guys know what I'm talking about?
No.
Mr. DJ Khaled. No. Hip hop's Nick Fury. And he assembled his team of extravagance. Hip hop artists.
Nick Fury. So wow.
Yeah,
man. DJ Khaled. He's the Nick Fury.
Yeah, this dude
of
dropped.
The real world?
Of hip hop. Like he's the only one who bring all these all these artists together under one album. He does. Who else can assemble?
You do anything with Nicki Minaj? Oh yeah, she's been struggling lately. She's actually been having a hard time. Like, have you guys seen she's saying that people have been sabotaging her. It's sidebar, but look it up. She went to Paris and she had to cancel shows, and people started saying we want Cardi B because her lighting and her sound didn't work, so she just canceled the show.
I heard something like this.
Her 2019 has not been
Strong campaign.
Strong. And
2008, even 2018, man.
Yeah,
it was kind of rough for her. Like,
and it brings out the.
She didn't have a nice rollout. With
she's been. Nicki Minaj has been having kind of. I know I talk shit about it, but like I actually feel bad for her because like she's been on such a large scale stage like that to have like those type of like failures. It starts to mess with your psyche. So So I legitimately feel bad for her because she's been taking big L's. Like we're talking losing millions of dollars because people haven't been showing up to her shows.
I haven't gotten $1 million. So I feel bad for her losing.
Her tickets with Chris Brown and Nicki Minaj tour, like more Chris Brown tickets have been selling, so they was just like Chris Brown should open, Chris Brown should close, and that's that's crazy. So
he's the headliner.
Yeah. So
but speaking of Chris Brown, we got like Chris Brown. He's on that new album like with DJ Khaled. Like you said, he has him. He doesn't have Nicki Minaj on there. At least I didn't see it. But he does got SZA. I don't know if you know her. She's from TV. Got a song with Nipsey Hussle, John Legend.
Yeah.
That one was like, man, like, that hurt my heart watching that video. I was like, dang, like, I feel like he's still alive.
Yeah,
but even from that, and like this is samples he's using. Like I think you said, like yeah, man, like, he's spending too much money on these samples. I don't know, but he's making a lot of money too.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. Like samples ain't cheap.
And like you said, he sampled what you said. P. Diddy.
Yeah, he sampled some P. Diddy, sampled Miss Jackson.
Yeah, so that's all big albums. So like, big singles are.
But
so
even
that's
his last
piece of
one,
money.
I think before this, his last big hit was the one with Rihanna. Was it that song with
Wild Thoughts?
Yeah, Wild. Like, and that was sampled with Carlos Santana. So it's like he's known to do that, but it's like it feels good.
On my chest though.
But he's sampling it right. For the free.
He's
still giving a good song and completely fucking it up.
Yeah, he's not killing it. Like, cause honestly, like, who would have thought to sample Miss Jackson? That's a classic.
Yeah.
But the SZA version of that beat, it's like, damn, bro. Like, I'm not even mad. Like, both them songs could exist in the same world.
And then you'll still be happy with it.
Yeah, I would be happy. It doesn't need but yeah, man, like that's called was a father of Asahd. Like he stayed giving his son shout outs, but I can't be mad at that, bro. You know, like that. You know, he's making sure that we know his son, like his son's gonna have a legacy like that. So, but yeah, bro, that's my music hits. But yeah, you know, I guess we can still like because Nicki Minaj. I heard about those. Like she was going through that stuff, but I just think it's because right now we got a lot of female artists out there, and like. But back in the day, she wasn't really playing ball with like a lot of the females. She wasn't really making a lane for it.
Yeah, and I mean, the thing is though, you gotta understand, like, Cardi B got real hood fans.
She do.
That's the problem. Like, Cardi B fans are like, they're like Beyonce fans, but Beyonce fans have class. I guess you can say, right? Cardi B fans don't have a lot of class.
No, I'm not sure if you ever got into a fight with a beehive.
Well, what I'm saying, but you understand.
You get into a fight with a beehive.
But more people that's like, I don't want to like.
Her fans would show up to church with eating.
Yeah, and like her fans are like the only female black woman at Google that's like a top dog. Like that's Beyonce fans.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like Beyonce fans carry like.
They carry weight.
Yeah,
like Beyonce fan carries weight.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
But I'm not sure if you heard of this, but that's the reason why she walked out of the Adidas meeting.
Yeah, because it wasn't diverse enough.
It wasn't diverse enough for her.
Oh yeah.
She was like, how can I do business with you guys when everybody in this meeting room, not one person resembles me?
I'm gonna look at the camera right now and say, fuck the Beehive.
Whoa!
I beef with the Beehive all the time.
What's it with this?
Come at your boy. I don't give a shit about that.
Hey, let me get away from that, bro. That ain't me.
Hold on.
That's the
Hold on.
That ain't me. Don't come after your boy.
Look, remember last time I didn't know my social media name. My shit is there goes Daryl. I'm on Instagram. Come at your boy. I don't give a shit about the Beehive fans at all. So I don't fear them. You know?
I didn't say fear. I said respect.
I support you.
I think Rihanna is better.
Oh.
I mean, they can't both exist in the same world.
They can't.
That's all we want. We just want them to exist in the same world. You ain't gotta say that bad and Beehive.
Why did you run away like that?
Because the Beehive was real, man. Not like I felt the stings.
Hey, I got smoke for that. I got smoke for that.
I think the Beehive is bigger than the Illuminati. You know what I mean?
But Beyonce did sacrifice people fuck up so she can be that big.
Yeah, and speaking of like B, Queen B, like do y'all see a glimpse of that Taylor Swift performance?
That was horrible, man.
I did.
So I got a question for
Like a
y'all.
Diet Coke version of B.
I got a question for y'all. Whenever someone do something so like embarrassing, do you guys get embarrassed for them even though you don't know them? Like for instance, like when I see like the little snippet of it, I didn't even want to watch it because I was embarrassed for her, even though she don't know me. I don't really know her, and I'm not nowhere near her. I felt embarrassed for her. Like I was like,
embarrassed for her. She
it was- it
I
was-
felt embarrassed for her when Kanye hopped on the stage.
Yeah.
Which at that moment, I think Kanye needed to hop on the stage and pull her ass off of that performance.
yeah, that was pitiful. I didn't feel embarrassed. I didn't feel sorry
I
for
felt
her.
some compassion.
What about
I felt some
Fergie
compassion.
when she was singing the national
Oh,
anthem?
bro.
Did you feel bad?
Drake, yeah. Well, I didn't feel bad like, oh, I want to hug her. I felt bad because I'm just like, yo, she tried.
She tried. She tried.
Yeah,
In
it
her
was
heart.
bad. I didn't feel bad for her. Like, I didn't want to run and give her a hug. I was just like,
I wanted to give her a hug because I have been a little bit of a Fergie fan.
Yeah.
No, but man, I felt bad for her. I ain't gonna lie. And then they did a little remix for that. That remix, I ain't gonna lie, was pretty. And the rocket.
Yeah.
Skibbity bop beat bop. What's she doing? Like, what's she doing? Scatting? Like Scatman
I don't
Crow?
Bro,
know,
she was beatboxing,
but I
bro.
haven't heard nothing since then. You know what I mean?
I mean, but she wasn't really doing anything before then.
Okay, Fergie. For the people. You
Fergie
That was
was
supposed to
like,
be her introduction to like get the engine going again.
maybe she can do an introduction for us on this podcast.
Okay, since we on the national anthem, this is a few years back. I was hugely embarrassed for Jamie Foxx at that Mayweather
Mayweather
Pacquiao fight.
Yeah.
Remember that performance? That dude was man.
I remember that one.
See, you remember that? That was like.
That was another one. That was another one where like I turned the TV off. I was overseas in David Garcia.
I was on the
and
ship
I turned it
watching
off.
it. Yeah.
And then I said okay, a minute passed and I came back and then he was done. I was
Yeah,
like,
but I mean,
that's
bless him, man. Like everybody knows Jamie Foxx. If you watching us. Like that, we know you can sing, brother, but man,
I don't think you can
like
sing.
that. Well, okay, what? Like on the street,
Yo,
bro, like that.
I mean, he a funny dude, but I mean, you know,
That nigga, alright.
it's a different. So
He actually does
have you guys seen? Anyone follow the Shade Room on Instagram? So. Jennifer Lopez, I guess she got a kid with what's his name, Mark Anthony.
Yeah,
I didn't know this until I was looking at it, but the little girl was. They said J-Lo was teaching the little girl how to sing, and I'm like, bro, J-Lo can't sing. So and I'm like, so who the hell is she teaching how to sing? I mean, and then
that's a whole nother topic right there.
But I'm just saying,
no,
like,
I'm not saying.
Yeah, but I'm
because
just
things
like-
like that opens up a floodgate.
but it's like, but it's, you know, it depends on like, it's like okay.
She's a good performer.
She's a performer.
She's a good
Good performer. But like, if
She's not a lyricist.
yeah, but if you put them on the big stage like the national anthem, that's when you gotta have the vocals. And the best person, like I had to go back and watch this on YouTube because I wasn't old enough to remember. I could remember, but I didn't remember. Was Whitney Houston when she sung at the national anthem, and I had to go back and watch that one, and that's still the best one to me.
It is.
It has like I think like 300 million views on YouTube. The last time I watched it, which was like maybe 2.5 years ago, but I think every time someone do the national anthem for me, they have to live up to her. And the only person I think that probably can live up to her is probably what's her name, Jennifer Hudson. In terms of like Rihanna can't sing neither, but she can piss on my chest.
And see what you said about
What? Hold up. Stop. Pause. Stop.
Y'all never had a woman piss on your chest?
No.
You get a little bit of chest.
No.
Okay. When I was my squad leader, he told me one time, he said, suck on toes and let the woman piss on your chest.
Are you a sailor or a marine?